Transferred to game world anime aka isekai, I believe this is a genre that most people either seem to hate or love, but for me it's pure enjoyment. Today I'm recommending you guys with 10 transferred to game world anime. I don't think a veteran anime watcher will find anything new here, but still decided to do this list as many of you requested. But before we start, if you're new, be sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications to never miss upcoming videos. In 10th place comes in Phantasy Star Online 2. In the year 2027, the video game Phantasy Star Online 2 is all the rage at Sega Academy. Every student is on board the fad except for Itsuki Tachibana, a well-rounded student who doesn't play video games. Due to its popularity, the game is currently under review at Sega Academy to see if it has a negative impact on the students. Consequently, this causes Itsuki to catch the attention of Rina Izumi, the perfectionist student council president who aims to prove that the game is not to blame. To accomplish her objective, Rina recruits Itsuki as the student council vice president and tasks him with learning to play the game while keeping his grades up. Now obliged to report his daily findings of the game to Rina and analyze its merits, Itsuki carries the fate of Phantasy Star Online 2 in his hands. In 9th place is Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. As you can see, the title of this anime is pretty big, but if I had to explain it in a single word, it would be wholesome. This anime shows what VR MMO experience really looks like. It's fun. This is what MMOs are supposed to be about. Finishing your day, logging in, getting away from the real-life problems for a moment, and having fun. Bofuri manages to capture that sense of having fun. I highly recommend this anime if you are just tired of usual anime dramas and want something refreshing to watch. In 8th place is ᴅɪsᴟᴜᴜ Saga, Dimensional Transfer. The game and anime follow ᴠɪᴅᴜᴜᴜ, a boy who embarks on a journey from our world to an alternate world known as Mira, which is full of mysterious energy known as Alma. After saving Princess Icarlate from attackers, he soon finds himself in the middle of a struggle around Alma. In 7th place is bToom. Ryota Sakamoto is a NEET, which stands for Not Educated, Employed, or Trained. He plays a new game called bToom, and he became one of the top players. One day, he woke up in a deserted tropical island, and he realized that he is trapped in a real-life game bToom with other players including Himiko, Ryota's in-game wife. Each players have a green gem which represents their life, and if the gem is removed, the player might die. Basically, it is like a survival game. In order to win, you have to collect all the gems and make it out alive. In 6th place is Demon Lord Retry. Akira Ono is an ordinary working adult who manages the MMORPG Infinity game. 15 years after creating the game, Ono decides to shut the servers down once and for all. However, as the clock strikes midnight, he somehow finds himself in the body of middle-aged Hakuto Kunai, Infinity Game's Demon Lord. Soon after his mysterious transportation, he witnesses the demon Griol chasing after a little girl named Aku. Although he effortlessly dispatches the creature, Hakuto is still concerned. After all, he does not remember creating the girl or the demon. Doubting whether he truly is in the world of his creation, Hakuto decides to investigate further in this world. In 5th place is 7 Senses of the Reunion. The MMORPG game world called Union has a legendary party known as Subaru. The party has 7 members, who are actually childhood friends and schoolmates. Because of an incident, Union was forced to turn off the server and make the Subaru party split up. 6 years later, one of Subaru's party members named Hiroto logged into a new game, and it turned out that he was reunited with his old friends. And one of them was the one who should have died 6 years ago. In 4th place is Log Horizon. The story follows Shiro and some other characters when 30,000 bewildered Japanese gamers are whisked from their everyday lives into the world of the popular MMORPG, Elder Tale, after the game's latest update, unable to log out. Shiro strategically approaches each situation that makes Log Horizon an exciting show to watch. Shiro isn't the typical shounen main character that powers up throughout the story and then overpowers his enemies. Rather, he's the guy in the background, the villain in glasses who controls the flow and direction of battle.
Huh? お守り?
私の手縫いなんだから感激しやがれです。いいから死んでもらっちゃ困るんです。
In 3rd place is the ambition of Oda Nobunaga. High school student Yoshiharu Sagara wakes up and finds himself in the middle of a raging Sengoku period battle. He is saved by the legendary Hideyoshi Toyotomi, but at the cost of the hero's life. With his dying breath, the warrior pleads for Yoshiharu to become a feudal lord in his place. Now that the course of history has been changed, Yoshiharu pledges to keep the timeline from diverging any further. Yet, after rescuing Nobunaga Oda, whom he discovers is actually the fabled Nobunaga Oda's female counterpart, Yoshiharu realizes he has been transported to an alternate reality where most of Japan's historical warlords are now cute girls. In 2nd place is Infinite Dendrogram. In the year 2043, Infinite Dendrogram, the world's first successful full-dive VR MMO, was released. In addition to its ability to perfectly simulate the 5 senses, along with its many other amazing features, the game promised to offer players a world full of infinite possibilities. Nearly 2 years later, soon-to-be college freshman, Reiji Mokadori, is finally able to buy a copy of the game and start playing. With some help from his experienced older brother, Sho, and his partner Embryo, Reiji embarks on an adventure into the world of Infinite Dendrogram. In 1st place is The Silver Guardian. The story follows Suijin's life as he was transported to Grave Busters, an MMORPG he used to play. This is the only Chinese anime in existence that has been dubbed until now. The episodes are pretty short, so maybe you can give it a try if you want, as it won't take long for finishing this anime. I found the artwork to be pretty decent and the action wasn't bad either, however, because it is so short, it fails to convey the whole story in a nice pace. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this list. Be sure to subscribe for more if you haven't already. Also, you can join our Discord server. And if you have free time, feel free to visit my merch store website, Facebook page and Twitter. See you soon. This.